Hi there, my name is Camila, and I make videos for Montessori school leaders, administrators, and heads of school so that they can find a space of support and community online and exchange important and valuable school leadership tips. I'm also the community manager of Nido Marketing, where we help Montessori schools find the right prospective families and grow their enrollment. We also have a great online community specifically for Montessori school leaders. Today's video is all about staffing. I'm going to cover my 5 staffing tips to help you staff your Montessori schools. Now, the reason I wanted to make this video is I know that in today's climate, it's really difficult to find teachers, especially trained guides for Montessori classrooms. Now, this is not a problem that's specific to Montessori schools. We know that public schools are also facing staffing shortages, but it's extremely challenging to navigate this in the Montessori space because training centers are really limited. It's more and more difficult to find Montessori trained guides. And we know that a lot of schools, they really don't have the time or resources to, actively recruit and pay for job listings on sites that, kind of go unanswered months and months on. So I'm going to be sharing my 5 favorite tips for staffing a Montessori school. I hope you find these helpful. If you have any additional tips, ideas, or suggestions, please feel free to comment them in the comment section below. I welcome that, and this is a space for an exchange of ideas and support, so definitely feel free to comment. All right, my tip number 1 is to have a really compelling job description with an emphasis on storytelling and the benefits of working at your school. So something that has changed in the workspace is people are really starting to value a healthy work environment and work culture more sometimes than pay and benefits. And this is something that's really great for the Montessori space in the sense of we have these really beautiful environments and we offer really unique benefits from a workspace perspective and from a self-fulfillment perspective, because we know that Montessori guides, they go into this career for passion. They can see the impact they have on children and families. And this is a huge selling point when you're recruiting new staff. So if you're a school that has a beautiful outdoor space, or if you have beautiful classrooms, which I know most Montessori schools do, really focus in on this in your job descriptions when you're advertising a job role. So hone in on that, explain a little bit about your school mission, some perks and benefits of working at your job, whether it's flexible working, maybe if it's a part-time role, say, you get to work with kids and have a balanced work life. So all of these are benefits and you can approach it from that perspective. With that said, comes my tip number 2, which is knowing where to post your job description as well. So it comes with not only having a great job description in written form, but knowing where to post these and how to make sure all of your bases are covered. It's not just enough to post a job description on a newspaper and hope for the listing to get responses anymore. We need to be covering lots of bases. So definitely make sure you're getting out there when it comes to platforms. Post on your social media. These are free spaces for you to advertise those important job roles. Send out a newsletter to parents saying, we're looking for a staff member. If anybody knows anyone interested in working in early childhood or Montessori. Now, if you're an AMI or AMS school, they have platforms as well where you can list job descriptions and get in touch with training centers. So definitely do that as well. Actively recruit on websites such as LinkedIn or Indeed. So I know that it can cost money to post on these job listings, but if you have a LinkedIn business page, it's free to post on there. So you can post any job opportunities there. You can also send out messages to Montessori trained people that you can find on LinkedIn in your area and say, we have an opening if you're interested. We'll welcome you in for an interview. Let us know your availability and if you're interested. So actively going out there and recruiting is great. I also wanted to suggest a few Facebook groups as well. So in the description below, you'll find links to Facebook groups that are specific for Montessori job listings. So I recommend taking a look at those, as those can be really helpful. And I believe it's free to post. And again, it's a Montessori focused space. So make sure you're posting in as many places as you can, because it really will pay off to get all your bases covered. All right, so my tip number 3 for staffing your Montessori school is focusing on a platform that you already own, and this platform is your Montessori school website. We already know that prospective parents are oftentimes building their first impression of your school through your Montessori school website, and this is often the case for staff members as well. So when people are looking for possible employment, they are looking on that company's website. So definitely make sure you have a great careers page. The reason we love this is it's free. So if you already have a Montessori school website, it's not going to cost you an additional amount of money to build out a careers website where you can recruit and receive resumes and applications. So I'm going to go over some tips on how you can build a great careers page, and it's really simple and easy. You don't have to focus too much time on it. The first thing you want to have on the top is your mission. This is great because people can really feel a sense of what it means to work at your school, what you're about, and they get to build an impression as to your personality as a workspace and as an employer. Another great thing to have on your careers page is testimonials from current staff. So teachers that work there who feel fulfilled, who are happy with being Montessorians, who love what they do. So get those quotes in there so that people can see that it's a great place to work and a great team to be a part of. Then you can go into the job descriptions. Of course, you want to use those compelling and storytelling job descriptions that are fun and interesting. List out the requirements and the skill set that you're looking for, and then have a form that they can fill out that is short and simple. Maybe they can fill out their name, email, phone number, and then attach their resume and send an application automatically on your website. This is free. It'll go straight to your inbox and you can decide whether you want to call them for an interview. And it doesn't cost them any money to send an application or to be a member of LinkedIn where they have to maybe be a premium member to access certain things. So it's great because you're getting these resumes and applications for free. It's minimal effort and it's just a great space to be advertising your job descriptions and job roles. Another point, which is my tip number 4 that I want to make here, is you don't have to be the only one who is recruiting and participating in the staff search. You can get your current staff on board as well to help you find new staff members. There are several ways that your current staff can help you with the recruiting process. And one of my favorite ways is for them to simply leave a review of your school on Glassdoor. People look on Glassdoor often when they're applying to jobs because they want to see what employees of that space have had to say about the company, the work culture, and what it's like working there. So it's great to have teachers or guides or assistants who have left those reviews about what it's like working at your school. They felt supported. Did they like their job? Did they feel happy and fulfilled? Did they feel that it was a fair and equitable workspace? So definitely have them leave a review. It's just a great way for staff who might be applying or people who might be applying to your school to get a feel for what it's like working there. So it doesn't hurt. Also get them involved by having them write newsletters, get them to post in their local community forums. We have openings in the Montessori space. Have them help you when it comes to raising Montessori awareness in your community, reaching out to local universities, training centers. It can be a group effort when it comes to recruiting, and you can certainly find help within your own school community. All right, so my 5th and final tip when it comes to staffing your Montessori school is to have a great interview and onboarding process. This is really difficult for schools who are maybe in the midst of a really busy school year. They're trying to fill a spot. They maybe had a teacher leave with little notice. As soon as they hire someone, they kind of get thrown in there. There's not enough time to welcome them in or ease them into the school. So definitely make sure that you look professional from an interview perspective, but also as soon as you hire them, that they are able to ask questions. They're paired with someone who can introduce them into the classrooms, who can get them used to the swing of things, have check-in meetings the first week, the first month, and really make sure that they are able to get used to working at your school. A great thing to do is have an onboarding process, a checklist of sorts, things like that to help. In the description below, I have dropped a series of links to help you to where you can post job descriptions, resources for onboarding and interviewing, and a few website building resources as well for your Montessori school website. So I hope you find those helpful. I'll be back next week with another video to help Montessori school leaders and administrators. Until then, have a great week.